you talk about the changes that you've seen downtown over your 2 terms as mayor, and why now is the time to implement these ideas that you're bringing forward?
Well, listen, there's an evolution for everything, and so we've seen big investments. There's always been a lot of talk about downtown, and some folks have the romantic notion of downtown Windsor in the time before I was born, where there was a Smith's and there were, all sorts of department stores. And I think a lot of us realize that the nature and the way that we purchase things has also changed, where a lot of people now buy on Amazon, they buy online. So seeing that type of resurgence downtown, of big stores like that, is probably not something you're going to see. But I do envision a real unique spot downtown where you're going to have small stores, you're going to have small businesses coming to open and create a very eclectic and unique place that is inviting for the people who live here, because we see residential developments happening here as a result of our CIP program. We see the investments being made. Don't forget, we've approved 30 different development applications worth $15 million in the last few years, and they're not just being approved and then sitting on the shelf, they're actually being built. And so that is a very unique thing, because there was a lot of talk before, now we see a lot of action. And part of that is driven by what Joyce mentioned, where there's a need for housing. We've seen the demand for housing going up, and we also see the demand for housing going to continue in our region as a result of the big investments on the battery factory. Certainly, having the bridge construction going on for another couple of years. We see an increase certainly in foreign students coming here looking for housing. And then we know that we're going to have a hospital on the tail end of that. If we get the right council, we'll get this hospital over the finish line. And so the future in this city is amazingly bright. And so this means that we all benefit. The rising tide lifts all boats. That lifts the downtown boat as well. And so how do we put together the team of people and the ideas that are sensible, that are practical, that will have the biggest impact, get the private sector, the developer who redid, Dino Maggio, Brian Schwab and his team, who redid the old fish market building that had been in poor condition for many, many years. This was a major, major investment of their capital that they now have, and we now realized Rocket Mortgage being in Windsor and looking to expand. And so how do we facilitate growth and certainly business retention and expansion, but also bring more people downtown? Because when we get more people living downtown, we're going to get more businesses saying, you know what, there's enough people down there to warrant me taking the risk and opening a shop to supply and support those people. So all of this runs, sort of hand in hand. And I've never seen the future of our city as bright today than any other time in the past. This is an incredible time, and we can't miss the opportunity to see this growth happen.